Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Pairi Daiza. I am just coming through the parking right now. If you've never been here before, there's all this amazing covered parking, which is great in summer when it's hot. It's also 10 euros to park if you don't have a parking pass. We have season passes, so we just use that. Anyway, we're about to go in. We have not been here since 2020, so there's tons of new stuff to see, like the amazing new entrance we're about to walk up on, so here we go. These are not open yet, but that's okay. This is so cool. As you can see, we have all of our own bags. None of this was here in 2020, so it's really cool to see all this now that's here at this like huge grand entrance. In the covered area, you have resort reception, you have mobility aid, which is strollers and wheelchairs. You have so many things inside this whole covered area, which is amazing. Okay, so first of all, the flowers are gorgeous. Second of all, they still have Easter out, which is amazing because it's, well, today's Easter Monday, so there you go. This is where the aquarium used to be. I don't know if it still is, but everyone is now running. They want to do the petting zoo first. Here's the camels. Look at the camels. This zoo is way too big to film in a day, so I'm just going to break down kind of the basics here and show you some of the fun stuff. So where we first just came in was, there were restrooms, gift shop, rentals. Hey! Okay, so it's a little quieter over here so I can talk without all the people. We are walking through, like I said, if you can only do one day and that's it, come open to close. I'm not even kidding you. Like, we've walked 6 miles in a day and still not seen everything. So come for a full day. If you're members, an hour or two is fine, you know, and visit different places. So we have 6 kids with us, 3 are friends. So we are going to let them kind of pick and choose. But like I was saying, at the entrance there is food, there is souvenirs, there's the rentals where you can rent wheelchairs and carts if you want to cart around. They're wooden carts, they're not the best, it's not the most comfortable, but they work. We've used them before. What else is up there? Oh, lost and found. I'm getting passes. All that kind of stuff is up there. So really cool. Throughout the year, they will also have different like displays up for the holidays. So things like Halloween time and Christmas and now Easter. So I'm going to show you. We have found another Easter installation. They're loving all of these fun little bunnies through the park. Okay, back here by where the old entrance was is this walkthrough area. It used to be a little bit more interactive and way more animals, but they've since moved them. So you can walk around. There are goats, and I'll go show you the goats you can see. There's the goats. And they're hanging out. Condors, so cool. Anyway, so one thing, they're all excited to see all of the animals, and the problem is you're gonna zigzag if you don't come here with a plan. There are maps, and there's also an app. So download it or get the map and then kind of make a game plan, because we're like already, they all want to go see one specific animal and they're like running and then passing and missing all of the other animals on the way because they want to see the one. So make like a game plan because this place is so big. I'm trying to slow them down and make them enjoy the animals on the way to the one that they want to see. Okay, this is really cool. You write your name on it and a wish, and you like buy a ribbon and you stick it on, and they keep it out here outside of the Pairi Daiza Foundation tent, which is over by the bears. So they're taking a look at these because it's pretty cool. So, ooh, they are fighting. Look at those bears go.
They're both fighting. Look at it. He likes Chewbacca and Napoleon.
Definitely like Chewbacca and Napoleon.
Oh, now they're kissing and making up.
And then they fight again. It's like Chewbacca and Napoleon. I want to see them fight. It's so cool. I'm going to tell them all about it.
Yeah. There goes the bears. It's also very easy to just sit in one place for a really long time because like the bears are fighting, so who doesn't want to sit here for 20 minutes and watch the bears fight? So something else to take into consideration. And my youngest was just saying that she wanted to sit and watch fish all day, so like something to be aware of, that you could spend a long time in one place just doing one thing because it's so cool. So this is the bigger of the two enclosures, and all of those circles you see in the wall are actually hotel rooms. So you can sleep here and watch and have this whole view down at ground level of all of the bears. It is so cool. There were so many down there, and where I'm standing right here is actually the top of a hotel room. So you can come and see and stay there, which is fantastic, and then watch the bears up close 24/7. It is so cool. We have not stayed, but I'd love to stay. Also, look at the cute bears running. This would be my #1 top choice if I was going to stay in any of the rooms. Do you sit and watch the animals? Okay, here he comes. Oh, he's like right there. Oh, they're so cute. Right? Oh, and there's more on the other side too. They'll come over on the beaches during feeding time. There are parts of the park where animals are free roaming. So like you can see here at the deer, they're just hanging out. There's nothing stopping them from being up by you, but it's also really cool to see them so up close and personal as well. There are food areas throughout the park, garbages, and there's places to eat. So if you do actually stop somewhere throughout the park, and the food's pretty decent, you should still have somewhere to eat as well, which is really nice. If you're not packing your own snacks or you didn't eat at the beginning, don't worry. There's so many restaurants through the whole entire park. They're just actually just sitting, chilling. They're not even eating. I don't know what they're doing, but hanging out, checking out the bears. They're somewhere behind me. So I've never been during the spring before. We came like June through October. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And this is like 1/10 of the varieties. Because we just crossed it, there's also a train, and you can take it through the park. I will figure out the pricing and I'll like link it or post it or mark it here. I don't know off the top of my head, but there is a train. You can ride it around. I believe you get on over by where the birds, the eagles were ish. So there's that too in case you want to do that. The train, we found it. It is next to this restaurant, bottom of the hill, and I was right, kind of over the birds are right here. Here's the train. So it goes around, look, a new train is pulling in. Here is the pricing, and over here is another information board with any other information you may need. Alright, we're literally like right here next to a penguin. I'm not gonna touch him, but how cute is he? He's under the stairs hiding. And there's a million penguins down there. There's a sea lion or something. And then there was more penguins down that way as well. So we're going to come through and go up. And of course the kids are dying to go to the park. So let's look at the park area. Okay, so the park here is huge. There's all this area. And you just come up the stairs every time you want to come down the slides. And there's slides on both sides because look, more park area. And it goes on and on and on. And oh wait, more park all the way down there. This whole park area is huge, but first it's sand, so just be aware that like the whole sock shoe thing, you'll have to adapt, but it's amazing. And we brought our kids here to let them run, and like that's all we've done in the day is the park. So really cool and worth the stop. The kids with us today are from 8 to 12 years old, and they're all excited to be here. So this really is really good for a variety of ages. Our kids were as young as like 5 when we brought them here. Also, there's like a zip line. There's so much to do right here, and it's awesome. Another thing I'll add is that it is very unique play structures. There are things over here that you just don't see in a lot of places. Zip line is kind of common here, but so many other cool things. We stopped here to eat, which was the far end of where we had come at the park entrance, so the opposite end. Here's some of what they have. They have different meals, individual things, menus, desserts, drinks. So here's just an idea of what they have, and we all got a few things here for lunch. So we just got done eating, and one thing that's really cool is that a lot of those tables are actually reserved for dining patrons and not for picnickers. So there will be some tables, if you've brought your own food, you can sit and eat, and some that are reserved for people who've actually bought food there, which is nice. The only thing that we haven't quite found is water refilling stations, because the bathroom water is non-potable. So we're not quite sure about what's happening with that, which is kind of a bummer right now because we're thirsty and don't want to pay €4 per water bottle. Just me obsessing over all the flowers again, because Oh my gosh, how can you not? Isn't this gorgeous? I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm dying, they're so pretty. Just so I don't sound completely crazy, everything as a whole here is gorgeous. Not just the flowers, but it helps as everything is blooming right now. And you're just like surrounded, by like this foresty stuff as you're walking around. There's a lot of rules for coming up on the rope area. So read all those. Flamingos, how cool. I'm not gonna be able to record, so here's part of this. We're gonna go. Looking over the rules again. Don't be the person being a jerk and shaking the bridges because you think it's funny, because now we're just standing here waiting for them to be done because they think it's really funny and they're over there shaking the bridge like crazy on purpose. And it's like sickening, like it's awful because you're just like, oh. Like just walk.
Okay, if some of you want to go, you can.
Circled back up to the beginning to come to the aquarium. And as you can see, stroller points, probably not good for strollers. If I'm not mistaken, it's stairs inside, so leave your stroller outside. There was no clear signs about touching or not touching, especially when it feels like you're allowed to touch, so proceed with caution. I don't know, and I can read all the languages, so I don't know. The aquarium's really cool, but it is big and has some tight spaces, so you definitely can overheat, but it's definitely worth walking through. Just be aware that you feel kind of crammed and kind of overheated sometimes. Okay, I stopped to show you the mountain goat, but also to explain, we're back at the beginning. We did not even make it to the other side of the lake. We're coming back up. We told the kids one more thing and then the rain's coming, so it's time to go. We've been here almost 4 hours. And barely, we did maybe a third of the park in 4 hours. That did include a lunch break and a park break, but still, like, so much. They want to go in now and go do the bats. You literally go in and are walking around with bats. It's like an open area for bats. There's like no cages. This is where the bats live, down in the crypt. So cute. So cute. And there's some more over there playing. We did not make it to any of those areas at all. It's just crazy how much time you can spend in one area. And now we're leaving. Really quickly, some final thoughts as we're getting ready to leave. We're gonna stop by the souvenir shop, but here's this. First, wear good shoes. Second, if you're gonna bring stuff, bring a good bag. The cross shoulder was a mistake. I knew a shoulder one would be a mistake, so I didn't wear it, and now I'm like, oh, I should have worn an actual backpack purse or backpack. Not all the bathrooms have hooks for hanging things up when you're using the restroom. So like you have to hold it or maybe put it on the door handle. So that's something to consider. Like there's not really a perfect solution here. It's lots of time, which I've said a million times. Ooh, look at this amethyst. So cool. Just stand here. So cool. Anyway, we're coming up on 4 hours. And like I said, we saw maybe a third of the zoo. And so there's so much to see and do here. You just need more time. The bad weather's coming. It is what it is. Everybody knew that it was gonna be a bad weather day, so everyone rushed to get here right at opening, and now a lot of people are leaving. So just, when you know the rain's coming, you do what you can. So we're gonna go and take a look at the souvenir shop, and then that'll be it from us. The gift shop is huge. It's so big, and it's so much bigger than it used to be. It's so big. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's huge. 8 euros. 8 euros. It's crazy. So here's an idea of prices. Water bottle. A little gopher thing is 17. This is $9.90. So a shirt is $23.50. There are dressing rooms if you want to try stuff on. Lots of things. So many things. You literally have to walk through the entire store if you make a right. Like you have to weave. It's like a maze. Only one way through. and you have to go through the entire store. We did it. We survived. And hopefully I covered everything. Most things come in the 3 languages, like the signs and whatnot. And so if you're French, Dutch, or English speaking, you should have an easy time. We just spoke to someone in English. My French was fine. He told me, he's like, no, your French is fine. I just was then speaking to my kiddos in English, so he switched to English. So there you go. So very easy to communicate. I feel like it's gotten a lot easier than COVID times, so that's nice. Very rarely were there places where stuff was only in French, so definitely very accessible for people who don't speak French. Not everywhere is stroller friendly or wheelchair friendly, so just be aware that there's stairs, you're taking a long way, or you're skipping something. So that's about it, and yep, it just started raining on us, so we're running to the parking lot and we're done. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I saw this as I was walking out, and it shows all the information. Fish pedicures, I think that's new. I've never seen that before. And then how to make appointments for everything. Very cool. So there's more stuff to check out.